Hello. Welcome. We are back with productivity sprints. Back on a Monday. So we are here, present. We're gonna do some work. I attempted to do some work earlier before my doctor's appointment. Because yes, again, remember I was late because I had a doctor's appointment. Hi JC. I did a little bit of work, which ended up being more of like I had to go back and read some of my spicy scenes because I didn't want to contradict myself for the big scene that I need to write this chapter, or might be a 2-chapter scene. So I just put noodles on. Ooh, so I may go silent. That's fine. I need to eat something even though I'm so sick of ramen. I'm sorry. I remember starting to get tired of ramen when I was little. Well, I should say little, like when I was in high school. The nostalgia of ramen ran out once I got to high school. Excuse me. But yes. So I need to work. So if anything, at least I did research before stream, so now I can actually write this big sexual scene that I have to write. The like accumulation of their not powers, but yes, powers. The spell that they have to put on the moon so that angels and demons are not allowed on the moon. And then I get to write the epilogue that I'm so excited to write. So excited to write. Because the original epilogue I was going to write is no longer going to be the epilogue. I had come up with a better epilogue to help tie the books in, especially because there's a character in the first book that everybody loves, and I have them sort of seeded in through the story of the first book and also into the second book, and I realized I didn't really have that for the prequel, and now I do. I have found a way to be cheeky and do that, and I think it will be hilarious and a great reward for anybody who chooses to read the prequel. Because again, it's not mandatory. You ain't missing anything besides extra content. Not content. That too. Context. That's what I meant to say. Extra context. Is all you're missing if you don't read this. So. But I am at 27 words. So I might actually get to 40. Which is what everyone was saying is like a novella length book. So we'll see. I might actually get there. Because I have to write this scene. And then I may write like an ending chapter and then the epilogue. So I might still slide in what originally was going to be the epilogue, or like the vibes of the original epilogue into the end of the book, and then write the epilogue. So we'll have to see when I get there. I have to do this first. I have to write this scene, them doing this spell. So but and I am like just the tiniest bit tired, and I don't know why. I slept really well. I did stay up late watching someone's FNAF VOD, because a new FNAF game came out. I've never played any of them, but I like to watch theorists pick apart the games for lore. So I was watching someone's video, but yeah, it's not video, VOD, because it was from a stream. But still, I slept until like 12:30. Should be fine. Maybe I slept too much. I don't know. But let's move on to the screen. Here we go. And I think we're going to sit at the desk so that we can be serious. Oh, hold on. The library is messaging me. Ooh, a book came in. Even though I'm not reading anything right now. I'm in like a reading slumpish. Even though I have plenty of books from the library I could be reading. And I have plenty of books on my Kobo. I'm not reading any of them. All right, let's get some rain. I think we'll do typing. A little bit softer though. Here we go. And timer. All right, so I think we're going to go straight into 20 minutes. All right, so 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Yeah. Well, back. I had to think about, I had to pause and think about how I want to frame this, because I can't just do any old, like, sexy intercourse scene. This scene has to, like, I have to make sure I get across the emotions, the sexual intimacy of the act, and have them express their powers with it. And I realized that I was like, I've set myself up for something already. I need to move the characters eventually. And how do I want to phrase this? This is almost where it's like, this would have been easier to write in third person instead of first person. But I'm already in first person, and the rest of the book makes sense in first person. So I just got to think about it. Hi, Des. Did you get all your formatting words done? I know that's what you were working on Friday. JC, back from noodle time. Des is here. How did I do? I had to stop and think for like half of the 20 minutes. Because I really need to structure the sex scene, because so much has to come out of it to make the spell that I want to happen seem plausible. So Yes, I had to stop and think about it. Especially because I regret kind of where this is starting. And wish I hadn't done it. But I already had, but I'm committed. Which could just be me being stubborn, but it's happening. Yes, book's already uploaded and releases Thursday. Yay! I still clap so weird. I have to either clap like this or like this because this hurts. I feel weird clapping. All the highs. Yay. I'm really curious about the ghost hunting and may have to get your book. So I think I've bought the first couple. I don't remember how many books I've bought in already. Not all of them, I know that. But you threw in ghosts, and my paranormal ass is like, I want to know what the deal with the ghost is. I'm like, the guy on the cover is cute, and the girl on the cover is cute, but I want to know about the ghost. And I just found out that I missed the romance free book thingy on the 20th. And one of my favorite paranormal monster lover writers or authors had a ghost book up for the event. And I missed it because I didn't look at my emails Friday. And I'm like, fuck, I could have bought the book for free. So, sad face. It's so hot here. Des, how is it down there? Hot. Let's see. Right now it's here. It is 89. And I think the sun just went down. Yeah, the sun has just set. And it is 89 degrees. But it feels like 86, which is nice. And that's just because the sun went down. But it was 100 for the high. I think over the weekend, it was flirting with 110. An inferno. But it's a drippy inferno. Stuff your Kindle. Yes, I missed it. And I'm very sad. I could have got the ghost book for free. Because I have to buy her alien books. Because I'm invested in that series. But I don't have money for that either. So. She puts her books on Kindle. And the alien books are on Kindle. And I don't mind using Kindle. But I really like this series. So I would like to own the book. Versus just check it out. So. Yeah, they said it's supposed to be a heat wave most of the week. Yeah, I've been hearing the word heat wave on Twitch. Or not Twitch, on TikTok. Passed about, including like international people. Like apparently the UK is experiencing a huge heat wave. And in my brain, I'm like, we've been under a heat warning the whole month. An extreme heat warning the whole month. And I'm like, so same as normal in my brain because everyone else is panicking. And I'm just like, yeah, we've been living under that for like since like the first week of June. So it's supposed to be 100 degrees tomorrow and Wednesday. Probably with like a super high humidity, right? Like 70% or some bull doo-doo like that. To be fair, it's 84 now, but the feels temp is still the 90s at 11 something at night. Yep. That's fair. I find it interesting that your feels temp is flipped. Because once the sun goes down, we like dramatically cool, or at least the feels cools, because all the heat gets released out into the air, into the atmosphere, because the sun is no longer up, which is why it can still be like 115 in Phoenix during the day and then 100 at night in Phoenix. So this time last year I was in Phoenix for my sister's bridal shower, and it was 117 during the day, and I think it was like 105 at night or something like that. It was so hot. That weekend was bad. Let's see. Debating whether to bite the bullet and get Spirit City. I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. It's nice. Here, let's do this. So they've changed the timer. So you have the timer down here. It's a lo-fi session one because that's, yeah. So it's Spirit City not dots. What is it? Colon? Yeah, colon lo-fi session. Yes. So you have this timer, and then you have this timer, and you have that timer. And they changed the timer, and a bunch of people hated it, so they changed it back. So you have the ability to like have the circle again, because that's what originally it came out with. You have a task list here, a to-do list, which I know Esther loves, and I've seen her use it. I have not. You can track your habits, which I've never done. And you can also journal, which I've never done. And I've never seen someone else use it. Excuse me. And then you have all the decor you could ask for. So you can paint the walls and change up your lights to do different things. And at this point, we now have holiday lights because I think it's almost a year old now. So there's holiday things in here, all kinds of stuff. Things with the desk. You can change up your chair. You can put items on the tables and back here on the walls. Bed and bedding. Actually, hold on. Let me change the light so you can see better. Let's do morning. There we go. You can decorate all the stuff for the bed and the back here. The bay window decorates this wall and here, and the table. Oops, fireplace. No, the fireplace decorates this wall, excuse me. Decorate the wall, the fireplace, chairs, all this here. So you have a lot of options. And if you buy the DLC, which I got when it was on sale, you have all the kitchen stuff. Can I get rid of this? Nope, wait. How do I get rid of this? I don't know how to get rid of this pop-up, but you have all the kitchen. Oh, go back. Kitchen. So you can adjust the backwash, the floor, the windows, ceiling, more lights, kitchen stuff, stove, and you can put items on the counter. Even have like a coffee, or is it a coffee maker? And there's prices for things. Like this is 250 tickets, but you earn tickets every time you do one of these. You earn spirit credits through like logging in, doing a task, doing a timer, just leveling up, and also finding a spirit. So it's really easy to get tickets right now. But you can like change up the fridge, wallpaper, this little like seating area, table, more snackies. This back area you can decorate, but you don't really see it. I don't know why they have it. And you also have different presets too. So depending on seasons, like this is my Christmas, and then this is, I believe, my Halloween one. Is it? Possibly. Maybe it's not my Halloween one, or I was trying to make it Halloween. But either way, you have presets for how the room functions, almost like Sims, yeah. Because then you can dress up your person. You have a lot of adjustments for body, so there's no male or female body. It's just triangle or like curves, and then single or like fluffy person, and then all the skin types. So you can even be like a blue colored person. So you can adjust your head shape. They have lots of different hairs. I wish they'd come out with more hairs. They don't have too much, but there's hairs with all the colors. And then you can add like horns and stuff and ears. So I don't have any, but you can do that. Eyebrows, eyes, all kinds of different eyes. You can even have like cat eyes, a star in your eye, mouth, facial hair. And again, because there's not male or female in the game, I can have a beard if I wanted, because it's not tied to gender, which is nice. And then you have all these clothes: hats, glasses, tops, bottoms, feet, socks, shoes. And again, you have a little bit that comes like base free, so that you can decorate your character, and then the rest are tickets. But after a while, you'll get enough. Like right now, I have 14,395, and there's no way to buy tickets in the game, so you just earn tickets. So at some point, you just keep collecting, and it's really easy to just buy whatever you want. So you have that, and then you have your little spirits that you find in the game. So you start off with this cat, not in that hat. I don't know why he's wearing the hat, but there we go. You start off with the cat like this. He's like your beginning guide until you start collecting things, and then you have these like different color variations. Like again, like I have the dog, and I have him as my devil dog because it goes with the theme of my book. But there's all kinds of different skin types for all the little spirit companions you could want. And this is your spirit index, where you keep track of all the spirits you find. So at this point, you have available to you all of these in the like regular game, and then if you buy the kitchen DLC, you get these spirits too. And you need some of the regular spirits to help you find these kitchen spirits. And it gives you a picture, a closer picture of what the spirit is, and a little like quote from you, and then backstory, because it's like you're investigating the spirits and learning and like research, and it gives you like a backstory of what the spirit is, and like their demeanor kind of and stuff like that. So it's really cute and really well thought out, some of it. And then you can adjust your lighting. So like I made it lighter so you guys could see, but I always like writing at night and you can see the stars and the moon. And then depending on the background you pick, because you can change the background wallpaper under decor, the sky will look slightly different. Hi, Laura. And then you can pick where you want to sit for like an activity. And in the kitchen, there's additional ones too. And then let's say here, you can change what your character is doing. So like right now she's typing, but she could be drawing or writing or playing a game. I think at the fireplace and at the bay window is where she can knit. And then also at the window, there's like meditation, and now you can like sweep. So there's a lot of things I feel like you can do. And you have all this in-game music that is from Homework Radio that they partner with. That's really nice. Every so often they come out with a new soundtrack. And then also you can just go to YouTube. Some YouTube music will not play in the game and some will. So it kind of just depends. And then you have sounds. So like I have rain sounds. You can see the rain here, but I can also turn it off so you don't see rain, or you keep the visual effect of the rain, but you can't hear it. So you can do that for all of these up here. And you have like fireplace sounds, lightning, wind. The night forest is really nice depending on your background. It works well for certain ones. And there's like keyboard typing, birds singing, sounds of water, creek, city sounds, and then just like basic like white noise, pink noise if you want to just write to stuff like that. And then holiday melodies. They added like right at the end of the holidays. I don't know why it was right at the end, but that would be nice for next year. All the highs to Laura, yes. So I like it. I really do. It's fun. And it is it's really cute. If anything, I almost wish there was it was like on the Switch so that there would be an easy way for me to put it up on my TV. Because I like it as background so much. But sometimes it's inconvenient. I need like a third screen dedicated just to the game. But yeah, I would recommend it. I don't know. Is it $11.99 right now? I don't remember how much I paid for it. Let's see. Oh, it is $11.99 right now. I think I bought it on sale at some point. Oh yeah, for sure, because well, I guess I bought it with the supporter pack, and I think it was like $10 or something like that when I bought it. But now there's like more bundle. You can bundle all the the holiday and the Christmas one for 26. I mean, it's nice. Even if you just buy the plain game without like the starter pack or anything else, it's still nice. I definitely recommend it. I think it was in JC's stream that Eva was the one that mentioned it, and I was immediately hooked for it and bought it. Because I think I bought it, and then Laura bought it, and then Esther bought it. I think that was what happened. So I'm pretty sure it was Eva's fault. She's the one that put who mentioned it and then started the like roll. Esther, hi. I said your name, and yeah, you appeared. I was showing Des more details about the game because she's debating about getting it. Oh yeah, D got it too. I forgot about that. Yeah, D did get it. So I'm pretty sure it was Eva who like started this like seed, and it's just grown to like so many of us now have this game. And I've seen a lot of writers on Twitch and stuff also use this because it like for me too, it's helpful for my algorithm because when I set up a stream, I can now say that I'm gaming, and my second channel, this one, can now, per the algorithm, just look like a gaming stream, or not gaming stream, a gaming channel, because even though I'm doing productivity sprints, I'm showing a game, so I can say I'm gaming, and my algorithm isn't going back and forth. So, and I think that's kind of why it's gotten popular on Twitch, because I'm pretty sure those people can do the same thing. They can just stay in like the gaming sphere in the algorithm, would be my guess too. Des laughing. Man, if I had the funds, I would have gifted it to you, Des. Buy sport, yeah. Yep. Oh, friend, yes. So thoughtful. To me, it's helpful because I like having a pretty background with 4 to-do lists and permanent. Yes, because I've never used. I think I've used the to-do list once, but I've seen in like your vlogs you have the to-do list up and you use it. I don't always do well with to-do lists. I do well in spurts. Like D made me that beautiful journal themed around my book, and I think I used it for like 3 months, and then I periodically use it where I think about it for the day and I put stuff in it, and then I forget to open it at the end of the day because I'm a bad person. But I love looking at it too. It would have almost been better for me to ask her to do like a book art flip book, so that I can just occasionally open it and just look at the stuff she put in instead of like a journal. No, I'm really bad at remembering to go back to use stupid to-do lists. Actually, writers on Twitch are still in the. Are they still in the writing category even with this on? But helps a lot with channels who don't want to show their face. That too, yes. Yes, anything that has like a face already on it is nice for that. That's why games like Sims and Minecraft are popular, because you can still make yourself, or like even Pokemon to a certain extent, you can make yourself in the game without showing yourself. The ones using Spirit City can't recall if they if there's a category like for the words. I'm sure there is one because it's a game. Because it has a category on YouTube. Because like when I set up the stream, it's set up as a gaming stream, and then I look up Spirit City, and it pops up as a game. So people who are looking for Spirit City, it populates as like a game options, but also it will pop up in like the gaming tab. In theory, I don't know if it's that popular to actually pop up in there, but maybe I should wait to get a second monitor because it'll just be in the background under all my open tabs and documents. Yeah. Or you can put it on your second laptop. But a second monitor is nice. Just checked, and there is a category. Yeah. That makes sense. True. Yeah, I'm using a TV now, our old TV actually. Because since moving in with our friend, he had 2 TVs. One that he wasn't really using, and then his really big one that he used. So we had his first one that he wasn't really using. We put it in the living room as like the living room TV, and then he has his own. So then I was able to use our old TV, which is not that big, as my second monitor now, which is nice because I'm blind and everything is much bigger on it. That's helpful. I can just download it on that one instead. Yeah. You just have to, so you'd still have to download Steam on it. And then once Steam is downloaded on it and you log into your account, you can log the game in. Log the game in? Download the game. Yes. That's how people who still like stream or film videos while they're like going to conferences or conventions and stuff, who have desktop setups, then do work on the road because they log into like their Steam or EA login from the laptop, and it allows everything to populate. Oh wait, actually, so my mom has stopped using her office computer. We just got her because it's in the hallway in a tight nook. She just uses my old Chromebook instead. Maybe I steal her monitor. Yeah, you could. That would sound nice. That sounds like that would fix problems. That kind of sucks that she had to stop using it though, because it's in a bad place. Second screens are fabulous for sure. It really helps me work. I really hate working off one screen. I did that on my mom's laptop, but with Repo in case I needed her basically empty laptop to play. Yeah. Yep. And they have a Discord where they do keep the community like up to date very rarely. That's where you'll find where they'll drop art for new spirits or other things first. And it's fine. I'm bad at talking in any Discord group, but everyone seems lovely in there. And they do let you know when they're going to change or update things. Like that's how I learned about the timer, because I too was one of those people complaining about the timer when they changed it, and they posted it in the Discord that they were going to do a small update again and fix the timer to give us more options to personalize it and bring back the ability to have the old timer. So I know it would be better for her, but she refuses and just keeps using the Chromebook. And I mean, some people really like laptops and stuff. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't remember when I saw this, but there were a group of kids that were talking about how you don't use laptops in college anymore. Only old people do, and everyone uses like iPads or tablets. And when I saw that, I was like, wow. That video clip of, I don't remember what context it was in, but I remember the kids saying that, and I was like, dang. She might need alone time in her room. That's fair. None of us are good at talking on Discord. But you have people on your Discord that are quite talkative and very nice. And I look at things and I'm like, I could say something, and then I don't. Which is kind of also why I feel like I would not want to run my own Discord, because I don't know if I would ever say or use anything or what I would post. Now the quest is, do I have a dual HDMI cord? What a privilege. I'll stick to my laptop. Oh yeah, the iPad, yeah. I just react. I don't mind my laptop. My mom and my sister had at one point a touchscreen laptop, and I hated that thing so much, especially when I would help my sister with stuff, because I got it when my mom was going back to college and my sister was going to college for the first time. My dad bought them. It wasn't like the most newest laptop. It was like a couple generations older, but in some magical deal, he was able to buy them both laptops. And I hated it so much. And my sister broke her touchscreen very quickly. Like, she could still use it and see the screen, but she could no longer touch the screen. So I'm like, nah. I don't understand the tablet hype. With your HDMI cord, though, is the plug-in like an old plug-in? Like the bit, I don't, it's probably in a bag somewhere from when we moved, because I don't need it anymore. Is it the round, like, teeth that plug into the tower? The big blue one? Yeah. No clue. I've never had a dual monitor before. Because if it's an old screen, if it's an old not screen, what the hell words? If it's an old monitor, it might have that, and you would actually need an adapter to plug into your laptop. But if it's a newer monitor, it should come with a dual HDMI cord already, because it would need the HDMI cord to connect to the tower that it has, and you could just take it with you. So excuse me. As much as I love MSN Messenger, it has been so long that Discord feels a little awkward. Or maybe I'm a little awkward. We're all a little awkward. How old is old? Well, my monitor was ancient. So. Yeah, that's an HDMI plug. And then the other side of the plug should also be an HDMI plug. So you can just take the cord with you because it's not going to be used because it was for the monitor. Yes, I saw it. It's pretty new. We got it last year on Amazon. Yeah, so I would just follow the cord and check to see where it's connected in to whatever the other side is from what you just sent me. Because if it should be another HDMI cord, because most systems now run on HDMI cords. So unless it's a USB cord, which is weird. I don't see why it would be, but I could see that happening. If both ends have that, so I just plug that in the monitor and laptop, and then it just becomes one. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes. So like my TV monitor, I have an HDMI cord connected to my laptop, and then the other half of the HDMI cord is connected into the TV. And then you just have to go into your settings in displays and tell the computer how you want it to show your screen. It will default to something. I don't. Hold on. Settings. It usually. Let's see. Oh, it's down here. Okay. So it usually defaults to duplicating your main screen onto the second one. I don't ever like the way that looks. I always just extend my display. So you have your main screen, and that's where all your shortcut tabs will be. And then your second screen will just be blank. And it treats it as like one big display screen is how I have mine set up. But you can also do the duplicate one. So, and that's just in your settings in display, and then however you have that set up. It should be a single core with two. Yeah, it should. Does might become a dual monitor club member? Yeah, and then that way when you stream, you can have the game on one screen and then all your stream command stuff on another screen. So, and then just whatever you have, whatever you feel better. So, except for Sims, which is super picky and will only be on your main screen, most other games allow you to either pick a monitor or allow you to like press and like carry the window over, and you can put it on like whichever screen is bigger. So like I put all the games on my TV monitor because it's, like I said, it's bigger. I have mine on extended screen. Yeah. You can do duplicate one screen or the other. Yeah. The extended is the one that gives you two screens. Mm-hmm. Yes. Or F6 or F7. Can't remember which one. Oh, I don't know about those. That would be wonderful. And a bigger screen. Yeah. To bring the multiple setup for screens. Yeah. Actually, hold on. Let me... If I actually... Is it... yeah, I'm not showing anything. So... So if your system is updated, unless you have an Apple, which I have no idea, you will go into your settings, go into system, and then displays, and it will come up to ask you. You might have to hit identify or like go down here to detect your second screen. If it doesn't automatically detect it, it should. But just in case it doesn't, I've had that happen a couple times, especially when I had my like million-old monitor. And then you can come over here and tell it how you want it to be. So like this duplicates it. I have it set as extended, or you can only show one of them. And you can designate which screen you want to be your main screen, which is helpful for like how you want your mouse to pass. So like if I move my mouse over here, it passes into the next screen. But how it defaults is that it defaults this way. So if I pass my mouse here, it like wraps around and points out the other side on the bigger screen. So I always have to adjust it when I need to like re-add a monitor. So yeah. So that's what you would have to do when adding the new screen. Again, unless it's a Mac, then I have no idea what the hell to do because I'm not a Mac girl. To bring the multiple setup for screens, yeah. Is there a better? I think it's F7 because I vaguely remember F6 locks the trackpad on laptops. No PC. That part's gonna take getting used to. Yeah, but once you're used to dual monitors, it is very hard to go back to a single monitor. I will say that. Because I didn't start using a dual monitor until like end of high school. I think, yeah. And then when I moved out to live with my godmother in Tucson because it was closer to college and I only had my laptop, it was kind of hard to be like, oh, I only have the one screen. It's fun when you lose where your mouse is. That's why I have the setting where it does the little circle and it tells me where my mouse is, because I will lose my mouse. Okay, fingers crossed. Let me get the monitors here and plugged in. Yay! I only have a tiny laptop at work, and I miss my home setup every single second of my shift. I feel you. I have only one monitor at work at the desk, and every day I wish I could have two, because even though I copy paste a lot of numbers and stuff like that for work, it would be so nice for me to have the two patient systems up at the same time to cross-reference things. It would be amazing. It would be amazing if I could do that at work. It would be so much easier than flipping through Windows if I could just have both of them up at the same time. But they're never going to do that. They just barely bought us a new monitor because the other monitor was breaking and it was bad. Okay, well, Des sets up her monitor. How about we do another sprint?
Just be careful.
We'll do another 20 minutes. And hold on. A lot of times I need two screens and the laptop is so small I can't divide the screen. Yeah, because it would be too small. Yeah, I think one of my systems I can't even make small. I think it's permanently set too large, one of the patient systems. So I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. Oh, it's raining. I don't know if we're going to, everyone thinks we're not going to get rain this year because we got hot so early. Everyone thinks the monsoon is just not going to do anything. I'll probably be asleep after the sprint. Okay, well, you have a good night. I hope you sleep well. Let's do 20 minutes. And 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Des is getting things done. Well, let me turn off the, like, we're on mute. Okay. Let me reopen my settings again. Let me go back to display. Oh, I have my volume on for some reason. Yay, yes. Yes. So then you'll have the two screens because it identifies the two of them. And then scroll your mouse over to figure out what direction your mouse is going. And if you have to adjust which one is one and which one, or not which one is one, which one is your main display. So like this number one, which is my computer, my laptop screen, is my main screen. And then if I press 2, which is this one over here, the TV screen, it gives me the option to make it my main display, which would switch it. So just make sure which one is your computer screen and how you want your mouse to go, because you can move these if you need to. Also, because this directs which direction your mouse is going. So my screens are connected here, so my mouse goes back and forth this way. Laptop is number 1. And then when your mouse crosses over, does it cross over the way it is when you look at it? Yes, Discord. I know. I saw the message. Okay, there you go. Weird. Okay, it crossed over the way it should. Okay, then you're good. You could look through the other settings if you want to like tweak certain things. But yeah, they're just little things. But there you go. You have your 2 screens. You're a 2-screen girly. Congratulations. That. You can ignore me until next sprint. No, you're fine. Yay, thank you. You're welcome. I can see that your color theme is red though, because your highlight is red, where mine's like a bluish purple. Okay. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, you can even have ASMR videos on your second screen too if you wanted. Or like what I do a lot when I'm by myself and I'm not streaming is I'll have my notes open on my laptop screen because it's smaller. And then I have my document open on my other screen so that I have my notes up. My world building. Can I change the display settings of the second monitor? Like you mean like the brightness and stuff? Yeah, you should be able to do that. You should be able to just go back into settings and click the second monitor so it's highlighted. And then all those settings should be the second monitor settings. Wait, never mind. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I would not recommend, if you disconnect your laptop, because it's a laptop and not a desktop like with a tower, is don't put any don't put any of these little like the shortcut ones onto your other screen, because when you disconnect, they will randomly populate onto your laptop screen. So I would recommend not do that. If you never disconnect your laptop, then you can do that. Or if you have a desktop. So if someone else is listening to this and you have a desktop with a tower and you're just setting up a 2-monitor system, then it doesn't matter where you put your little icons at. Oh, okay, no, watch that. Yeah. I found that out the hard way once when I first started using the dual monitoring system. I tried to put something on my second screen so that I could purposely separate it. And then I unplugged for school and I turned on my laptop and it was like in a random spot on the other side because I thought I lost it. But yes. I wonder if JC is like super concentrating because she hasn't mentioned anything this whole time. As I eat a cherry. These are like the last of my chocolate covered cherries. Sadness. I'm still struggling with how I want to word and phrase this whole sexual spell thing. I'll hit it eventually. I'll hit a point where I'm like, oh, this makes sense, and it will be fine. I'm just not there yet. What's probably hard is I'm overthinking this too. If I wasn't putting so much emphasis in this situation that they have to be in, I'd probably be fine. This is the hardest sex scene I've ever had to write because I need it to make, I don't want to say make sense, but like it has such a big purpose. But we'll see. I'll get there. And if I don't get there now, I'll get there when I do the edit. When I rewrite it, if I have to do that. Okay. Well, let's do 20 minutes again. Mostly because I ran away to the restroom during that stream. So let's do another 20 minutes. Bum, bum, bum. Let's do, yes, okay. 20 minutes and 1, 2, 3, go. All right. All done with that sprint. Diz is super happy and is now testing out the screen playing Minecraft. I hope that's going well. Also, I put in the chat, and if anybody wants to comment in whatchamacallit, the comment section, the comment section later, because I'm not sure. Because I think Esther went to sleep. But what would be a good way to say good girl in Spanish that's still sexy? Like, you know how when it's a female or femme sub or bottom, and the like dominant one is being like, oh, you're such a good girl for me, or something like that. I was debating about, do I want to say that in Spanish, being that my character is Hispanic or Latina, but I looked it up on Google, and I don't like the option it gave me, because saying it in my head doesn't sound as sexy as a good girl, which probably is dumb, but I want other people's opinions. As someone who doesn't speak Spanish as their first language, but hears it, I don't know. I'll have to note for myself, contemplate changing it. So, I don't know. But I'm getting a little bit more into the flow. Probably because I'm being very like cardinal descriptive right now. I moved a little bit more away from internal thought monologue. We'll see. Again, the issue is that this intercourse scene has to hit all the buttons so that me having them do intercourse so the spell works makes sense. And in reality, someone else reading this could probably not give a shit, but I give a shit about the lines all going together. I don't know. I don't know. I am probably, again, just overthinking this. But who knows? Who knows? Not me, apparently, because I'm struggling. Slightly. A little bit less. But I'm probably just putting too much emphasis on this scene and this situation that I have created for my characters. I don't know. This is where I get mad at people who are like, oh, erotic romance is just porn, or just like just sex. And I'm like, no, because when it first happened, it wasn't really. It was about empowerment. There's a little bit of time, which is what most people associate to that it was. But in reality, the whole point of it is sexual journey and liberation for anybody. And I'm just like wanting to give my characters the like respect in this journey that I'm having them do. And it's hard to do that and also do something that's unrealistic, like a spell. I don't know. This is the first time I'm doing this. I feel like I've never had sex be plot important. Yeah, that's the thing. It's plot important in like a big way, not just like an emotional arc way. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Issues, problems. Writer problems. That's what this is. Writer problems. I've made this my own problem. Okay. Well. Oh. Hold on. YouTube got mad at Des. Let me fix this. There we go. I just realized you're not a moderator. And I think what you are is a moderator on the main channel. But either way, okay. Well, I'm going to let that load. Let's see. Nope. I had already clicked it. Which men get to do and boys are encouraged to do when they get wet dreams, but girls and women have to stay pure. Whoops. Wait, I think I missed context. Did I miss another thingy? No. I'm confuzzled, Des. Well, I'm going to add you as a moderator. Nope, it's under settings. The whole exploration, freedom to explore. Oh, yeah. The erotic, yeah. We're like, corn is okay, but not erotica, which has more depth to it than most corn. There we go. Did I do the thing? Yes, I did the thing. Yay. You now have the power to put yourself in timeout when they think you need to. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, cancel. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Exactly. Yeah. And society doesn't frown on men exploring, but women can't, which is what erotica has done, given females freedom. Yeah. To be an explorer without shame. Yeah. If power, yes. Yeah. No. I still want to do the whole series about erotica and romance and erotic romance. I have that one video up that's kind of like general overview video. But one of the videos I watched for research purposes talked about like the first case of erotic fiction being published, and it was written by a woman for women. and it was used not just for there was like sexual content in it, but what made it erotic was the like empowerment of the little, I think it was a short story, the empowerment that women had within the story. So it was used as for like not necessarily the feminine movement, but like feminism and empowerment and joy and happiness, which is really what I feel like I'm trying to do with my erotic romances, and a few other people are trying to go back to and separate it from the like the sex is just sex in the book, which I feel like erotica developed into, which, you know, call me conspiracy theory, but I'm sure some bad man had influence on pushing the market in that direction, so that for a few years now, erotica has been very little to no plot and just sex, which is pretty much what corn is, versus what erotica started off and what me and I feel like a small other group of authors with a couple of big authors in there are trying to move erotica back towards. The power of it, the point that it's about your sexual journey in whatever form it is. So I don't know. And if I remember correctly, the first instance of that short story, of that first erotic fiction, I believe was, because of course it was, in New Orleans, from a sex worker in the red light district, that she had written it, I believe, in, I think it was like in 18 something, I think. I'd have to rewatch the video, but it was much longer than I would have thought it was. And I was like, wow, okay. That's proof that it was more than what it had became in recent times. So, ugh. So, I don't know. Ow. How was playing Minecraft on the second screen? Did it work out nicely? I just realized that the name you're under right now is not your main name. And it's to a whole separate account. That makes sense now. Okay. It took a second. It kept jumping to the laptop screen when loading. Yes, it does that. But once I was in game, I was gloriously playing on the second screen. Yeah. So it always, after a while, it will open. It probably will open, because now it opens on my second screen. But for the longest time, it would open, the launcher would open on the main screen, and then I would move it over and then hit play, and then the game would actually open again on my monitor screen, and then I'd move it over and then just make it bigger. So it does do that. I think because, and a few games do that, and I think it's because they're designed to play on whatever your main screen is. Even if that's not your actual main screen. I do this a lot. Yeah. I confuse the community. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That's nice. I have a main YouTube, but it's under my real name. So, and I don't think I'm subbed to anybody except Bungle, I think, and Kage. I think they're the only ones that I'm subbed to on my personal one, but they're also the only people in the community that know my real name. Sure. That makes sense. I'm going to turn off Google Translator. I'm going to deal with that problem later. Maybe I'll ask Bungle. Maybe Bungle. Or have ideas. This is my name personal YouTube, and then I have the coffee rewriting one for writing streams and events. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Main personal is... Oh, this is my main... Oh, name personal... Okay, that makes sense. Main personal YouTube, and then I have coffee read writing for, yeah, your persona. Yep. That makes sense. But you also go by your name, where I don't. Because even before I decided to write all the smexy things, I was worried because my name is tied to a professional license, getting in trouble with like the board, the nursing board and stuff. So but now I'm just happy because I don't want to deal with some family members that might have opinions. So keep this separate as long as possible. And then if things get found out, then at that point, they just don't have to look if they don't want to. Yeah, I wish I thought of that before, but it was way too late. Yeah, that's fair. But you don't write anything too extreme. I was about to say too bad, but I don't write anything bad. Just extreme. I think extreme is a good neutral term. So, though I don't know, romantic suspense probably could get extreme with, but I feel like dead bodies in a book, like in police dramas and stuff like that, are more acceptable than sexual content because people are stupid. I come from a heavily religious background, but I don't have any extended family, so I don't care anymore. Yeah, that's fair. Most of my family is still drenched within the religion, and I do feel it like if it gets out that I wrote Project Blasphemy, and it will take one Thea to start reading it and lose her shit for then everybody to find out. Like the wrong Thea to read it, and there will be no turning back. There will be no turning back. That's okay. how my life is going, how my personal life is already going in a direction that will not be mostly accepted. So it's fine. It's fine. If anything, my book will probably be the icing on the cake of how my life has changed. Agreed, LOL, people are stupid. Exactly. People. Oh no, yeah. I think that's why my dad and my mom will support anything that I will put out, but I think that's possibly why my parents wanted me to put out a book under Dolores, because it would be more palatable. First, instead, I decided to sidetrack and go full force into the erotic romance name for right now. So, much harder to be loud and proud. I feel like, but I don't know. They could surprise me, but I feel like much harder to be loud and proud that your child writes erotic romance that is also uh really like religious blasphemy from a family and people within their circles that are very like Christian and Catholic. So, yep. Though on the plus side, my second book series will not have any of that. The like most blasphemous thing is that it's polyamory. My empress is gonna have multiple spouses, male spouses. So I should say mask spouses, not necessarily male, but yeah. Oh, I'm gonna step away from the religious blasphemy for a series. Who knows? I don't plan to come back, but you never know. I could be that person that just like taps the Bible just a little too much. I took theology. I could spin that shit. I might, my mom might kill me if I did that. As she's the one that's most religious in the family. Okay. I changed the timer to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna run to the restroom, and then I should at least be back by the 15-minute mark. Because I think I need water too, and that will give me a good amount of time to write words. Okay. Yes. All right. 30 minutes. And 1, 2, 3, go. All done. Uh-oh. A mouse. There we go. Let's see. There we go. D dropped in. Yay. Did you get any work done in 18 minutes? I got my characters to the first finish line. Because it's going to be a whole sex page. So, first one. Done. Des believed in you. D said she'll try. And Des has Spirit City. She took the plunge. She drank the Kool-Aid with all of us. I saw it pop up. I got the little alert in the corner of my screen, and then I saw D's also pop up on my screen. So we all have Spirit City play. Oops. And D did get stuff done. Yay. I read a chapter of a book that I needed to get to my editor. Oh, yay. That's good. Oh, yes. It's funny. Oh, my skin. It's itchy. Oh, I would like my eczema to stop messing with me. It is now hot. There's no reason for it to have an outbreak for transitional reasons. Just, I need new skin. It may be like 4 days overdue. Oh no! But we'll keep pretending. Oh no! I'm sorry. I mean, if it makes you feel better, technically mine is overdue too because I am not publishing this year like I wanted to. Let's not talk overdue project. I mean, technically, this book, this novella, I wanted done by the end of May, and it did not happen. Because originally I wanted it done at the end of April, but because I had surgery, I was like, well, that's not realistic, especially because I couldn't type for the first 2 weeks afterwards, 2.5 ish. I started typing on the 3rd week, and I could only work for an hour at a time before my hands started hurting. So then I was like, May, because by then I was writing much closer to normal. And I still didn't get done. I'm right there though. I can see the end of the book. I can see it. I'm excited to write that blog because I really want to write that blog. She says as she prepares to decorate Spirit City for the next however long. It's fun. It's fun. Yes. And now you can see the decorations pop up before you buy them. Where before you couldn't do that. That was a great quality of life they did. While you're doing stuff, you should have even if it's just a short sprint go off, and do one task and then check mark it. That way you can get monies. So you can get more experience and you can get monies. And then try to start collecting spirits. So you can get things. And then you can buy more things. Oh, wait, I already clicked that. Well, you had a legitimate reason for missing your deadline. I know. And everyone keeps telling me that. But I'm still not happy. I'm still not happy. I'm just I should have been done. If anything, I gave Bungle longer to read my book, which they're still not done, but it's fine. Because they had a life situation that happened in May too. So, well, Des will be lost until the sun goes up. Depending on how quickly she can get monies from the game, because at the beginning it's slow collecting, and then after a bit, then it's just like you just passively collect money so easily. How do I do tasks again? So you're going to do the to-do list, and then add a task, and then write it out, and then leave it for a bit, and then check mark it, and you'll get it will count as daily task done, and it will count towards your experience. You get cash for using the timer and ticking things off your to-do list. Yep. Well, it's still happening in the time frame it should. Yeah, but I wanted a book out this year, and it's not happening. So, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I do need to go back and write more chapters for Hungry's Desire, because Esther needs it. And I say Esther needs it because she's the only one that reads it. The only one that pays to read it. Bungle doesn't count as my alpha reader / critique partner for that project, because they're obviously reading it because they're helping me fix all my fucking mistakes, because I decided to write in present tense, and I'm never doing that again. But I'm committed at this point in this project to write in present tense. And I hate it. Well, there are 6 whole months left in the year. That is true. So never say never. Who knows? That is true. I am getting paid more at work, so I might miraculously be able to like pay off debt quickly, and maybe not Project Blasphemy be up, because I still don't even have a fucking title, but maybe the prequel can go out for Christmas. Maybe. Question mark. We'll see. A blue spark of light randomly showed in my room. That is that might be a spirit. That might be one. That might be the. If you have the rain on, it might be one of the fishies. If you want a really easy spirit to find, this goopy guy, if you sit at the desk, he'll pop up. He's a really easy one to find. Oh, I love present tense now. I hated it too. My brain just will not stay in present tense. Bungle and I have tried so many things to help me, so that it also helps them in their editing of my work, where we tried a thing where it's like, if I read back so that my brain is in present tense and then write a new chapter so I can just stay, I don't. Those chapters that we tried that experiment with were the worst chapters they had to edit, because it was like my brain was having like a battle with itself, and I was like changing tense every like 2 sentences. So I just my bad tense stuff was like on steroids for I think it was like 2 chapters that we experimented with. So now I just write the chapter. They know that it will be a mess, but at least it's much more manageable. So, search it. Bring up your journal and see what's near you. Oh, yeah. For the game. Yes. I did put on rain. Oh, so it's probably one of the fishies. It's either drizzlefin or the boba poles. Boba poles. One of those. It's probably one of those. Yeah, it takes a while to get to. You'll get probably not, because I'm not even trying to write in present tense anymore. I'm just writing, and sometimes I'm in present tense, and sometimes I'm not. So, my brain works much better in past, even though I still flip tenses. But from Bungle reading Project Blasphemy, they already tell me the amount of tense changing is much less in past tense. So I think my brain just lives there because of all the fantasy and sci-fi I have read growing up that are almost always in past tense, especially the old stuff. Well, I believe in you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, I do need to go back and write a couple more chapters for Bungle to edit. They have 2, I think, available to edit right now, but they're very focused on Project Blasphemy. It's a weird balance game. I'm curious, what did... Yeah, no, it doesn't tell you the hint. After you've found the spirit, it doesn't tell you how you found it again. So if you click your journal does, and then click on the outline of this one or the outline of this one, it will tell you a hint of how to find it. I know one of them. I don't know if it's both of them, but I know for sure one of them you have to sit in the bay window in the rain for them to pop up. So, and you might have to do some other things. Wait, how do you have so many spirits? Because we've hunted all the spirits during stream. So I have all the spirits. I have all the main spirits. And then these are all the like added ones for updates. That was a Halloween one. And then this is a Christmas one, and this is a spring one that just came out. And then I have the kitchen DLC. So I have all these spirits too. And for some of these kitchen spirits, you need to have found the like regular spirit to find these. So, mouse, hello. There we go. My journal is full, but I don't have that many. You might need to update the game, maybe then. You might need to update it. Oh, I'm so tempted to get you. Do you want to see my kitchen while we're in this break? Oh my god, mouse, cooperate with me. Hello, mouse. Okay, there we go. Once my mouse gets its act together. Activity, kitchen. Full view. Oh wait, hold on, let me change the light so you can see better. morning. Or wait, is afternoon better? Afternoon is better. That's my kitchen. I kept the same like purplish lights. I changed the couch, and I have like chrome, black, silver. What are these? Appliances. There you go. Words. Yeah. Oh, it's cute. Yeah. And you can there's so much, like if you go to the decor and kitchen, there's so much you can change. And when they put out the kitchen, you now have control over different hues for a lot of things also. So you can change the windows, the ceiling tile, the little ceiling decorations, the countertops. A lot of the nice ones you have to buy, but the cabinets, lower cabinets, little decorations, and then there's only 4 stoves for right now, and then 2 sinks, and then you have items, all kinds of kitchen items for the tables, and technically some of these items cross over to your room too, so like you can put on your desk or on the table. See, like these are appliances, more options for items, and then there's some food ones too, like you can put cakes out. You chop stuff here, so I put a little chopping board. There's 3 refrigerators. You have access to all your lights for the kitchen, and then wallpaper for the little kitchenette here. And then you can have stuff hanging. And then there's a couple couches, a few different tables, and then stuff to put on the table. And then this little nook space, which I don't know why, because you don't really see it, but it's there. You can decorate the little space. But yeah, so you can type in the kitchen, you can read here in the kitchen, eat soup in the kitchen, and then you can chop. You can do some baking. You can do the dishes, which the only time I've done this is to get spirits. And then you simmer like a pot, and then you cook in a pan. So yep. So the kitchen one is nice. I feel like, and I was saying this when I was first going over it, if there was a way for me to play it easily on my TV in the living room, I could see me having Spirit City on in the background in the kitchen. But because for me at least, there isn't an easy way to do it. Like if it was on my Switch, that would be an easy way to transition that. But because there isn't, I don't think I'll play much in the kitchen unless a new spirit pops in. And if I do, it will probably be just here at the table. So let me go back to the desk. There you go. And we'll make it dark again. A spig, yeah. Very nice. Yep. It's more Sims-like. Kind of, I guess. But you don't have, maybe early Sims, which I didn't play, but you don't have as much control over your character as you do with Sims. Yep. Because like in the sounds, you now have the option for, watch, let me turn off the typing. Let me turn off the rain also. You have the sound of like stuff sizzling on the stove. And then you have the sound sizzling like soup boiling or sauce. And then chopping. So, and you also have the dishwasher, which sounds just kind of funny. I don't know who wants to write dishwasher sounds, but okay. So, uh-oh, Dee's computer went dark on her. Oh no! I hope she didn't lose anything. That makes me nervous because that happened last time. She told me to let you know. Did she? Yeah, she did message me. Okay. I hope everything's okay. I hope she didn't lose anything. Let me put the timer back on. 20 minutes. All right. Let's do another 20 minutes. I gotta get my girls to the bedroom and out of the bathroom. And start another round. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Oops, button, go. It is the second time this week. Makes me nervous for her laptop. Nourish. All right. I just realized I did not mute for that stream. I'm very glad I did not read out loud sentences, which I have done in the past. D came back. Yay. I know your laptop. But ooh, excuse me. I apologize. That is the end of the stream. That was the last sprint. Mostly because I think the hiccuping of my mouse is that I need to turn Spirit City off. Plus, it's almost a 4-hour mark, and that's usually how long we stream. So, and I also had a video call with the doctor earlier, so my laptop's been doing things. So, playing Spirit City and streaming at the same time is tough for it. So, on a good day. So that we're gonna end the stream. Let me turn off the keyboard sounds. Okay. But let's see. Let's check the calendar. I think, unless said otherwise, this is gonna be a normal-ish week. So Friday. Oh my god, calendar. Get your act together. Yeah, Friday will be game streams again. And we will have Skyblock Friday with Bungle, unless something changes. And yeah, that's it for now. There's nothing else planned for the week, unlike the last few weeks. So yes, normal writing stuff. Not writing. Oh my god, gaming streams. That's what I get for flipping my streams around. Normal gaming stream on Friday, and we're gonna have with Bungle. We're gonna go back to Skyblock. We'll see how much we can progress, and if we don't get distracted by stuff. But yeah, that is that. Let's see real quick. We came to a hard decision with this story. So I'm counting that as part. Yes, exactly. All the productivity. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. We need plus hubs. There you go. Thank you, JC. Yay. I'm assuming you've been very busy because you've been very silent, my friend. Hello, Bran. Hope you're kicking butt. Exactly. Not kicking butt tonight because the heat kicked my butt today, but maybe tomorrow. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, surviving heat is kicking butt. I agree with that. Now I've been here the whole time. No, I've been here the whole time, just here. Yeah, that's fine. Lurking is acceptable. I love my lurkers, especially because I'm usually a lurker on other people's streams. The amount of times that I'm on one of your guys' streams and I don't say anything is numerous. But yes, that is it. I will see you guys on Friday for Skyblock, and if not, Monday will be a normal writing stream as well, and it should be on time at 7 because there's nothing on my calendar as of right now that will make me late or have to cancel. But like always, keep an eye out for the community tab. If something changes, that will be where it happens. But yes, thank you, everyone. Buttons. Right. Goodbye.